Hello there, it's Tania Gabrielle, Wealth Astro-Numerologist. Welcome to your weekly Astro-Numerology forecast for June 17th through the 23rd. Now this forecast is for all signs. We cover the selected highlights for the coming week in the stars and numbers, beginning with June 17th. Now 17 is a very important number in numerology. It means the immortality number, that's what I call it, because it governs leaving a legacy behind. So whatever you do around a 17 theme is very important since it leaves an impact for a long time. In this case, Mercury is square to Neptune, which is a really big deal because you are literally spiritualizing everything that you're talking about, writing about. The thing is, you may not be completely clear because Neptune squaring Mercury may come across as what are you actually saying? Like, can you please be more clear? So there can be confusion sometimes or really getting into an illusion instead of reality. So you want to seek out situations and people that uplift you, inspire you, make you laugh. Keep it simple today. Breathe deeply. Now, fortunately, Mercury on the same day is conjunct to Venus in Gemini, Mercury's own sign, and that means the communication can be very loving, very caring. You definitely want to let people who you care about know that you do and let them, embrace them, let them know you love them deeply. And this favors any artistic endeavors or any communication for business is also favored as well. But just remember that other transit with Mercury and Neptune, that square. So just cross your T's, dot your I's, because there also can be that confusion element as well. Now on the 20th of June, we have the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. This is always an important day because it begins a new season, new beginnings, action. The sun moves into Cancer, and on this day, the sun squares Neptune. So we have Mercury square Neptune on the 17th, and then the sun square Neptune 3 days later. So since it's happening on the solstice, it's important to know that your spiritual nature needs your attention around this time. Take a time out, do a meditation if you can, or take a day off. This is a Thursday, so if you do need to work, make sure you spend some time in silence and serenity, or take extra time to rest and be in solitude. This is a time to focus on beauty and the ethereal side of life, the mystical side of life. It is a very spiritual solstice, in other words. So you want to surround yourself with exquisite beauty and nurture and soothe your heart and soul. And then we come to the big event of the week, which is the Capricorn full moon that happens in the Americas on the 21st and Universal Time on the 22nd of June. This full moon's at 1 degree Capricorn. It is the first of 2 consecutive full moons in Capricorn. The second one will be on July 21st. So this one's at 1 degrees. It brings a lot of new beginnings because the actual solstice is a day prior. So we have this celebration of a lot of new energy flooding in. And Venus is conjunct the sun in Cancer, and Mercury is conjunct the sun in Cancer. They're opposite the moon. So this is touching on your deepest feelings and bringing them to the surface when the moon is opposite these personal planets, Sun, Venus, Mercury. It can create almost this moodiness because you need to quiet down. You need more affection. You need more love. You want to give and receive on that level. And you also need more beauty, music, beautiful scents, in addition to the affection. You want to guard against overdoing things or indulging too much with this opposition. The moon opposite Venus can sometimes create a sweet tooth around this time. Basically, you want to nurture your heart in order to feel in harmony. So that'll be very important with this opposition to the moon. The conjunction with Mercury And the sun is very wonderful for practical thinking. And then we also have a T-square to Neptune, which is very powerful. And you can learn a lot more about this full moon in Capricorn on my website, taniagabrielle.com, where I feature a whole podcast on it. But that T-square to Neptune is important due to the spiritualization of your life that is very important now as we move into a critical period that's coming up in the next couple of months, July and August, where there will be more tension in the stars. And so you're being asked to focus on how you can be creative, and that creativity and the listening to your imagination is very important so you don't feel depleted and disillusioned later. So Neptune's really playing a big role this week, as you can tell. And Neptune is all about your spiritual life and unconditional love. And I have the perfect free masterclass for you that'll help you through the week. It is called How to Master Your Stars. And you can watch it at spiritualmasteryclass.com. And we literally focus on spiritual mastery, including the meaning of your rising sign and how your natal sun and moon profoundly impact you and how you can tap into them for an abundant, peaceful, uplifting life. You'll get wonderful practical tips on how to connect with spirit and so much more. It's all free at spiritualmasteryclass.com. So enjoy that. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you in next week's forecast.